Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to do a little celebrity gossip. So I've been reading a couple stories about Keisha Knight and Ed Hartwell and this whole big old divorce. All the drama behind it. I saw last month when, they said that Ed filed for divorce. And I did watch Keisha Knight on Entertainment Tonight. But these stories that I read in the last week or so kind of are making me change my mind about the way that I felt about this. So the first story that I read was Keisha Knight stating that Ed was engaging in activities that were designed to make her have a miscarriage. And basically, she is saying that he was yelling and screaming at her and doing underhanded things that could cause her to miscarry. I think even in her divorce decree, she is saying that during their marriage that there was physical abuse. And she also mentioned that he had cheated on her several times, even with one of his past baby mamas. Now, on Entertainment Tonight, Keisha gave you the impression that she had no idea, that he was to the point where he would be thinking about or even going to file a divorce, for a divorce. But after reading these stories the last couple of days, with her asking for a restraining order and then giving all these reasons why, a lot of this stuff she said went on during her marriage. I'm starting to say that this girl may be contradicting herself, because if you're saying that while you were married he was screaming and yelling at you, and that he was cheating with other women and with his baby's mama, then you knew that you had problems, especially if you hadn't even been married a year and your new husband, according to you, is cheating. So when you heard about the divorce that he filed, the petition for the divorce, you couldn't have been surprised because you knew that you were having problems. Now, Keisha has also, like I said, requested a restraining order against him. She says that he has firearms, and I guess she is in fear of her safety, and she's asking the judge, because she says that they co-own these firearms, so she's asking the courts, I guess, to give the firearms to her. Well, girl, if he was wanting to shoot you, he would just go out and buy another one. So that sounds silly. And then all these allegations about him cheating and all of this, their whole little few months together were like a big old mess, because from what the people who commented on my last video said, Keisha was with someone else when they got together, and he was with someone else. So they both cheated, and then they got together. Then they only dated a few months, and then they were married. Also, Lisa Wu said that she had introduced them a couple years ago. I don't know about y'all, but I could not date one of my friends' ex-husband. I couldn't date a casual friend's ex-husband. Say this wasn't my best friend, one of the women that I hung out with, but she was just another woman that maybe moved around in our inner circle. You can go online today and find pictures of Keisha and Lisa Wu together while Lisa Wu was married to Ed. So I don't care what y'all say. That's a little I couldn't date a friend's husband, let alone marry him. I mean, if we met out and he was trying to, get at me, I would simply say, I know I wasn't best friends with your ex-wife, but me and her were friends. We knew of each other. And while I'm, flattered that you are interested in me, I just don't, that's not something I want to do. So, I don't know about all that, but I'm starting to believe that Keisha, might be a bit of a drama queen. And today I read a story that Ed Hartwell's aunt, well, it's not a story, well, she put out something on social media basically saying that Keisha is a lying drama queen. And what she says is that if all this stuff was going on, why is Keisha just now talking about it here lately? Why is she bringing all this out? She said that when she did that Entertainment Tonight interview, if all of this was going on, why did she not say this? She also said that Ed has called her and spoken to Keisha since all of this has been going on. So I don't know about this, y'all. I'm wondering, was I like, because Keisha is familiar, because we know her from the Cosby Show, I'm wondering if I was just falling on her side because, she is someone that her face is familiar. And I did think of her as that little Rudy from the Cosby Show. But what I got to tell myself is this is not a little girl anymore. This is a 37-year-old, almost 40-year-old woman, and that she could have grew up to be a little bitch or a little drama queen because, let's face it, she's been an actress, or she was a child star. She's been doing this for years, and, she's used to getting her way. I know when Ed did an interview recently where he talked about their marriage and, their whole courtship and them getting married. And it made me look at this a little differently. Basically, he admitted that they made a mistake. He said that they got married too soon. He said in the beginning of the marriage, when she started talking about a baby, he told her, he thought that they should be married longer, that they needed time to get to know each other before they brought a baby in the world, especially since they had only dated for a while. Now, if what he's saying is true and he told that girl that, I don't see anything wrong with what he was saying, especially since they were only together 8 months before they parted ways. So if she was talking about, wanting to get pregnant in the first 1, 2, 3, 4 months that they were married, that is too soon. He also said that just, she had this such a strong desire to be pregnant that he believed she would try to do it by any means necessary. Now, I don't know if the man meant maybe she would go out and get, artificially inseminated, or if she would tell him that she was on birth control when she really wasn't, or if he was saying that he believed that she would go out and cheat and get pregnant. So he knows her better than what we do. So when he says, I'm not sure if that's my baby, or, because of her strong desire, I just want to be sure, so I want her to have a paternity test. So on that one, I can't disagree with him, because who knows? Maybe she was artificially inseminated. Now, I tend to think it is the man's baby, and, but maybe he just wants to be sure. Also, in the stories that I read, Keisha is asking the courts for Ed to get a mental evaluation. I guess she thinks that this man is, off his rocker or crazy and he might do something to her. I don't know. But this whole situation with them, this is a cautious tale of why you need to know the person that you getting with. Because like these people in my comments told me, they got married too quick after only dating for a few months, and they really didn't know each other. And excuse me, it seems like Keisha may have wanted a baby more than what she wanted a husband. Or maybe this. Maybe Keisha, she was 37 and she heard her biological clock ticking. So she was in a rush to get married and she wanted the marriage, the baby, the white picket fence, and she wanted it all at once. And that's not realistic because you need time to cultivate that union first. You get married and spend a year or two getting to know each other, loving each other before you bring a little person into the house. You could work out all your little quirks and things in that first year or so. So by the time you decide to actually get pregnant, you guys have been living together for damn at least a year. Because these folks, if he was saying she wanted a baby in the first couple months, damn girl, you know your cake, you probably still got pieces of your wedding cake left and you was trying to get pregnant. Y'all, I don't know, but I guess I'll be paying attention to this story because it seems like there's a little bit more to it, and that I'm starting to believe that Keisha may be a little bit of a drama queen. And I hope not, but that's how I'm feeling about this. Now, I'm not saying that Ed is not equally at fault for rushing into a marriage before he knew who he was getting with and what her intentions were and what she wanted out the marriage, because he should have took his time too, since he had been married before. So they're both equally at fault here. But Keisha, she's not who I thought she was. And again, I'm thinking of the little bitty old Rudy Huxtable. Child, this ain't no little bitty old Rudy Huxtable. This woman almost 40 years old. And I got to get that out of my head. She a grown ass woman now. This ain't the Cosby Show. This is the Keisha Knight Pulliam show. And this is a grown ass woman. Hey, y'all tell me what y'all think about this, and if y'all have any other information on this and this whole Ed and Keisha thing, let me know down in the comment section, because this is blossoming out to more than what I thought it was going to be. I thought they would just get divorced, she go off and have her baby and continue on with life, get her a new man and forget all about it. But every time you turn around, child, there's a news story about them. But y'all have a good day, and again, thanks for clicking on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.